Good morning to all dear students. Today we start a concept how to convert a metal to that particular ion. Uh, we take the example sodium. You know the how to write sodium 11Na23, where 23 is a atomic mass and 11 is a atomic number. You know very well atomic mass is equal to number of proton plus number of neutron, and atomic number represented by Z. So now the according to statement Z is equal to E is equal to P is equal to 11. It means atomic number is equal to number of electron is equal to number of proton, and in this question the 11 is placed in the atomic number. It means 11 proton, 11 electron, and it is also atomic number. It is also atomic number. Now atomic mass. You know what is atomic mass? Atomic mass is a sum of proton and neutron. It is represented by capital A. So here A is equal to 23. So now you find number of neutron by putting the value of A in the equation 1. You get the number of neutron n is equal to 12. So now you see electron is 11, proton is 11, and neutron is 12. Now we move to the configuration of sodium. So according to the half-bow rules, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. That means first orbit contain 2 electron, next orbit contain 8 electron, and last or outermost orbit contain 1 electron. The electronic configuration by pictorial method showing in this way. 11Na23. When one electron moves, it converts into cation. 11Na23 sodium gives one electron, it converts into sodium ion, and it consider the octet of neon gas. So it is converted into the sodium. In this way, sodium converts it to its ion, sodium cation. Now the question is arise in my mind, why the outermost electron is moving? Why not the other electron inside move? Because electron is in situated in outermost orbit. It has lesser attraction field with respect to proton, which is exist in nucleus, and other electron which is near to the nucleus has more attraction than outermost. This is the first effect. Another effect is Zeeman effect. When neutron attract outermost electron, the other electron inside the orbit repels the outermost electron. That's why we take less energy to remove the outermost electron. It is also known as free electron or conduction electron. This is the reason why electricity begins. When conduction electron of electrons moves from one terminal to another terminal, the electricity begins. Current is developed. Current is nothing but the flow of charged particles from one terminal to another. Here there are two charged particles, proton and electron. But proton is inside the nucleus. It does not move, but electron move. And the outermost electron move because outermost electron has less attraction than repulsion from the from other electrons. They repel outermost electron, but proton has attract less. Repulsion is more than repulsion. Repulsion is more than attraction. This is the Zeeman effect. By that, electron that is exist in outermost, this is also known as valence electron, moves. Valence electron, number of valence electron is also known as valency, and this all movement is depend upon the outermost electron, that is also known as valence electron. So any movement of charged particle from atom from material to material begins the flow of charge, and when begins the flow of charge, electricity develops. In this way we understand many concepts. So it's fully depend upon the valence electron, which is exist in the outermost electron, and the concept behind it, why the outermost electron is dependable all activities, because outermost electron is easy to move. It has less energy than other electrons because the repulsion force from other electron is greater than the attraction force from the nucleus. Okay, thank you to understand this.